a brew down. As I do like some time off. Mexican Cerveza beer. So for summertime, but I'm doing quite a few different things to this to make it as different as possible. So that's my first Sorry, I got a bad habit of saying so I go So in this brew, I've put 3.2 kilos of Pilsner malt and 1.5 kilos of flake corn. So first time I've used flake corn, and sparge is mashing's looking a little bit like it might be a bit of a stuck sparge, but we'll see. I've given it an hour and a half. She must have been done by then. What else have I been doing? Oh, so yeah, in this recipe, doing quite a few different things. Going to using Medusa hops, which I've never used. Medusa hops are a different family of hops altogether. There's a European family of hops. This is very much an American family of hops. Come from New Mexico. So that's why I thought they were good for a Mexican Cerveza. And the other thing I'm doing with this one is it's a process we do quite a bit with winemaking, is where you kill the yeast off right at the very end of fermentation. Camping tablets, most people use those, fairly common, which is the potassium metabisulfite. So that's what we're using there. But what all my reading that I've done, general consensus, if you just use this, sometimes you can get some off flavours just by using the Campton tablets, which is, so to do that with winemakers, what they do is they put a little bit of potassium sorbate to counter it. So that's what I'll be doing right at the end of fermentation. Probably 3 days before I put it in the keg. The reason why I'm doing that is I am going to back sweeten this Cerveza with some pineapple juice. So we're talking 400 grams, 400 mils of pineapple juice going into the keg, beer going on top, and then I'll let it lager in the keg on that. So I don't want the yeasts multiplying and causing me trouble. Because they will eat some of the sugars there. What these two things, you don't actually kill the yeast off, but what it does is it stops the yeast from multiplying. So they'll consume a little bit of sugar and then they'll stop, which is great. Yeah, so it's very different, very interesting. I think a Cerveza beer with a little bit of pineapple flavour in it would be quite nice. It's one of the reasons why I also used Pilsner malt. I could have used normal ale malt, but I want, with the corn going in, I want a really nice, light corn looking, that corn colour coming through, and then when you put the pineapple juice coming behind it should look quite neat, hopefully. This probably won't be a grain glass because I'm probably going to lager it for about a month anyway. This is all part of it at the moment. I'm doing 3 kegs for a mate's housewarming. Keg 1 the other day, which is my Hobbits of the Dead, which is I do that about probably 3-4 times a year now. It's my IPA that I love doing. Oh God, I miss the smell of it. Bring it out of the keg. I actually had to have a taste last night out of the keg, sneak one out, just a small glass, and just the smell is gorgeous. Really enjoy that one. It's Amarillo, Nelson Sauvage, it's got Citra, it's got Galaxy, a little bit of Mochueca I think as well. So it's a really nice blend. I'm really stoked to come across that recipe. It's one of my own, so really stoked about that. So yeah, I've got that one. I said to my mate that I'd take 3 kegs down, so I wanted the option of having 4, and then if I want, I could drop one out. So I'm going to do this Mexican Cerveza. It's a nice easy one for people to drink, hopefully. And then I've got my Juicy Swamp Monster, which is Citra and a new hop in New Zealand called Trial Hop 124337, which is becoming quite a, I think it's going to be quite a big hop in New Zealand. Real juicy profile. It's kind of I say a bit of a mosaic on steroids. What I've chuck it in the fermenter, you get this beautiful pulpy peach smell off the fermenter, and with the Citra it goes really well in the keg. So that's the other one I've got to do, and then I'm probably going to do a hazy pale ale, which will be trial 437 mosaic and Medusa, mosaic, trial hop. Yeah, those three. So that will be my fourth beer. So I've got them all sort of got to get my ass moving because I've got to get all these done by the beginning of February. Sorry, beginning of March. So it should be good. Other thing I brought is a new counter pressure bottler. It fits on top of my keg fridge setup. Just an extension that goes up above the three taps, and I've got it set to one side, so I can just come in from the side and bottle. I bottled just a little mini 5 litre keg I sometimes use for spare beer I have out of a fermenter. I chuck into this little 5 litre one. So I bottled 10 bottles off the other day. Some here actually. So that's some of them here, and work really well. I was bottling probably in about 40 seconds. And pretty much it's you fit the bottle in it, you lock it in, you press the tap, you go one way, turn the gas on, you bleed, turn the gas off, bring the tap the other way and up, and then you just release you got a little tap on the side that you can just release the gas out of it, and it's 10 psi, seems to be quite good. Actually, I've got one in the fridge. I actually haven't cracked it open yet, so this might be a total fail yet. So let's see where we go. A little bit of a hassle. Hell of a lot though. This is a Pilsner I did, second Pilsner I did for the summer. Come a hot Friday. It's been really nice. I still don't think it's as good as my first though. Okay. Carbonation's there. Might have to carb it a bit more in the keg, I think. Still experimenting a little bit, I think. But it is carbonated. I think I've lost a little bit though. Oh god, that's nice. Real juicy guava. A little bit of passion fruit. It's nice. It's a New Zealand Pilsner, so it has a little bit more bitterness. I think it was just under, might have been 27 IBUs, but really, really nice. Yeah, head's gone already. But yeah, nice colour. Rewaka, Mochiwaka, bit of Matura, and yeah, really nice. So yeah, we'll get on this brew. Might show you, I might do a bit more bottling. I might up that pressure a bit more and just have more of a play with that. And yeah, we'll get on with this Cerveza. Right, brew day was a couple of days ago, so just a bit of a tidy up of brew gear now. I was a bit lazy. I just left it all soaked for about a day, so I'm cleaning it all up today, which is fine. Little bits. The worst bit that everyone sees they have trouble with is my hop spider oil. It's done quite a few now and it's still clean as. Is it in there? I don't know what that was. But yeah, it's these ones are really good, eh? These square bottom ones, one clip on the side, just a good gauge. I recirculate my grandfather back into that. So from about 10 minutes from the end of boil, I will be, sorry about the traffic, I'll be recirculating back into this, just so you get some circulation through the hops, and it works really well. Might build up a little bit in level, but then you just put your spoon down and scrape it up the sides and it's fine. So, and I have very little problems with block filter at the bottom, so that's great. Mash day came out about 5 points higher, which I was really stoked with. There's a mash efficiency of about 89%. I did do an hour and a half mash, just because I thought I was going to have problems with the corn. I had a real dread that was going to be a bit of a stuck sparge, but it wasn't too bad. Yeah, so that went well. So it's going to end up about a 6% lager. Seems to be about what I always brew. Yeah, so that's in there now. It's in the fermentation chamber at, they started off at 20. I lowered it down to 15 yesterday. I might even drop it down a little bit more yet, might drop it down to, it's S23 yeast, so it's between a 15 to 12 to 15 range. So I'll do that probably tomorrow. Day 7, day 8, I'll probably do the dry hopping and the potassium sorbate and the Campton tablets. Don't think it's going to be an issue doing it all at the same time. One thing with the Cerveza, if you're doing multiple in and outs of the chamber, you're losing a litre every time in that little vessel at the bottom, which is a lot of beer. So yeah, I'm try and do it all in one go, and then I'll put some more gelatine in the keg, and I will clear it up in there. So that seems to work quite well. I've done that with the last lager, that worked really well. So and yeah, I'll leave it for 2 or 3 weeks with pineapple juice and should be nice. Right, boys and girls, in the brew shed, I'm about to dry hop the Mexican Cerveza. It's coming along. So I've got 60 grams of Medusa hops in the bottom of the, I'll show you that. So pretty much what we've got there is 60 grams of Medusa hops. I've got the Campton tablets and the potassium sorbate in there as well. I haven't read all the notes on it. You're supposed to put in 1 tablet per 5 litres for the Campton tablets and half a teaspoon of potassium sorbate per 5 litres. Now I'm a bit worried about me doubling up. I'm trying to counteract the off flavours of Campton tablets with the potassium sorbate. So I've gone half and half. So I've gone 15 litre rate for the Campton tablets and 15 litre rate for the potassium sorbate. I've got 20 litres there, so we'll see how we go. I'm sort of playing a middle ground first time, see how it goes. Now, some people with the Cervezas have had problems. I'm on my knees here. Had a few people had problems with the Cervezas with depressurizing the bottom container. Today I did something, I had a thought the other day of some way of controlling that a bit better, because I have been trying to undo my little bung on the other side of the container, and it's messy. So I've got a one of these fittings on the end of a party tap, and I clicked it on one end, and then the party tap end I just put into a jug and was able to release the pressure. It was so easy, no mess. Fuck, I wish I'd done it earlier. So so that's depressurized now, which is great. Now I'm going to use my other one, which is those two, and I'm going to purge. I'm going to use the gas from the Cerveza to purge the container with CO2 before I reintroduce it. So simple process. I'll try and get a bit of video of that, but no, it works well. A bit hard to do this one-handed. No, can't do that one-handed. Right, that was quite interesting.
quite a good way of doing this is that you can actually hear any leaks if you're going to have any. Had a little bit of water in the line. I'm not going to worry about that too much. That was in this line for cleaning. But yeah, so that's the gas coming off there. That's the gas coming off the top, it's going down to there. And then now I can just adjust that, purge any air out of there, and it's all hunky dory. Alright guys, this is just sum up the grain glass for the Mexican Medusa Cerveza. So that's off the 19 litre keg that I put away for 2 weeks lagering. So I haven't touched it, and that's why it's a bit cloudy. There's a few little floaties in there, so it's obviously a little bit on the bottom. I did clarify it in the keg, but that will improve. But I've already demolished a 5 litre keg of this, and it just went. It was so drinkable. My only bugbear is it's 6%, so you have 3 or 4 of those, and yeah, it's you'll know you've had a few beers, but it's delicious. So hang on, let's go for a taste. We're going for a smell first. Not much aroma. I do think the pineapple has killed the hop a little bit. I am going to do another beer with Medusa. I'll do a hazy just to try and highlight it a bit more. But I do think the pineapple, some people did say that pineapple will kill off hop aroma. So if you're doing this recipe, you could probably go into more stock standard hop if you wanted to. But you know, as long as it's clean tasting. Yeah, so it's nice and light. Pineapple flavour. That juice, pineapple juice flavour is retained. So it's a light Corona with pineapple juice. Really yum. If you ever did the same sort of thing with lime juice, I reckon it would work quite well. Just as long as you can make the yeast dormant and then add your juice, works really well. But as a summer drink, this would be one of the best I've ever done. Like I say, I'll have 2 or 3 of these tonight quite easily. It's very, very, very yummy to drink. So, but anyway, I'm not going to go on too long because this is probably going to be a long grain to glass. So definitely try this one, guys. Yeah, it is a winner. So.